Ever wondered what your favorite traditional recipe reveals about you? Today we're taking a deep dive into the realm of simple traditional recipes, breathing new life into them with a dash of creativity. We'll be dishing up succulent chicken thighs paired with a hearty starch and grilled veggies, crafting a flavorful backyard pizza, tossing together a fresh garden salad with crunchy baked croutons, and finishing off with a juicy steak served alongside grilled corn and a classic Caesar salad. Ready to embark on this culinary journey? Let's dive into our first recipe. Chicken thighs, a versatile and flavorful cut. Let's explore how to make them shine. This humble ingredient, often overlooked, is the star of our show today. We're taking the traditional and giving it a twist, a culinary adventure if you will. Now let's break down this recipe into manageable steps. First off, we're going to marinate these thighs. This is a crucial step that allows the flavors to penetrate the meat, enhancing its natural taste. We'll whip up a marinade with olive oil, a splash of lemon juice for that tang, a generous helping of minced garlic, and a sprinkle of herbs. Think rosemary, thyme, and perhaps a dash of paprika for a kick. Next, we're on to seasoning. A simple sprinkle of salt and freshly ground pepper will do the trick. But feel free to experiment with your favorite spices. Remember, cooking is an art, and you're the artist. Once our chicken is marinated and seasoned, it's time to cook. This is where it gets interesting. We're going to sear these thighs on a hot pan until they're golden brown, then pop them into a preheated oven. This technique ensures the chicken is cooked evenly, retaining its juices for that mouth-watering succulence we all crave. Finally, the all-important cooking times. Chicken thighs need about 30 minutes in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Keep an eye on them, you don't want to overcook these beauties. With these tips, your chicken thighs will always be juicy and flavorful. So go ahead, embrace the culinary adventure that awaits with this simple yet dynamic chicken thigh recipe. You'll thank me later. Who doesn't love pizza, especially when it's homemade and topped with fresh garden ingredients? Pizza making is an art, a craft, a community event. It's about gathering around the kitchen counter or the backyard table, hands dusted in flour, laughter echoing off the brick walls or wooden fences. It's about the joy of kneading the dough, watching it rise, and reveling in the satisfaction of creating something delicious from scratch. Now, let's talk ingredients. Fresh basil, plucked right from your garden or local farmer's market. Ripe tomatoes, their skins bursting with flavor. Creamy mozzarella, a classic cheese that melts into gooey perfection. And the olive oil, a golden elixir that brings everything together. These simple ingredients, when layered onto your homemade dough, transform into a symphony of flavors. Imagine the crunch of the crust, the tang of the tomatoes, the subtle sweetness of the basil, and the richness of the mozzarella. Each bite is a celebration, a moment to savor. But pizza isn't just about the eating, it's about the process, the journey. It's about rolling out the dough with your kids, friends, or family. It's about the conversations that spark while waiting for the pizza to bake. It's about the shared experience of crafting your perfect pie. So the next time you're planning a meal, why not turn it into a backyard pizza party? After all, pizza is more than just food, it's a fun experience to share with your loved ones. Nothing beats the freshness of a garden veggie salad, especially when it's tossed with baked croutons for that extra crunch. It's a symphony of textures and flavors that's truly hard to resist. Imagine a handful of crisp lettuce leaves, a few ripe tomatoes, a cucumber, and some bell peppers. Fresh from the garden, they carry an incomparable aroma of earth and sunshine. Now, add in some sweet corn kernels, maybe a few slices of radish for a peppery bite. But it's not just about the veggies. The key to a great salad is in the balance of flavors. That's where the tangy vinaigrette comes in. A simple mix of good quality olive oil, a squeeze of fresh lemon juice, a dash of Dijon mustard, a clove of crushed garlic, and a pinch of salt and pepper. It's all about creating that perfect harmony between the earthy veggies and the sharp, zesty dressing. And let's not forget the baked croutons. A little crunch goes a long way in a salad. Just toss some cubed bread with olive oil and a little garlic and bake until golden. The croutons add a delightful contrast to the soft veggies and lend an irresistible depth to the whole dish. To summarize, this salad is all about freshness, balance, and texture. It's a celebration of the garden bounty, a testament to the beauty of simple, wholesome ingredients. So next time you're craving something light and satisfying, remember this recipe. This salad will bring a burst of freshness to your table. A juicy steak, grilled corn, and a simple Caesar salad. Sounds like a perfect dinner, doesn't it? That's exactly what we're preparing in this segment, a mouth-watering steak night special. Let's start with the star of the show, the steak. Choosing the right cut is vital. A ribeye or a strip steak, with their perfect balance of fat and lean, are excellent choices. Once you've got your steak, it's time to season. A generous sprinkle of salt and pepper is all you need to enhance the beef's natural flavors. Remember, simplicity is key here. Next, let's fire up the grill. Achieving the perfect sear is a dance between heat and timing. If your grill is hot enough, a beautiful crust will form on the steak, locking in all the juices and flavors. Flip the steak only once to ensure a consistent cook. Depending on your preference, a medium-rare steak takes about 3 to 4 minutes per side. But remember, every grill is different, so keep an eye on it. While the steak is resting, let's turn our attention to the grilled corn. Brush the corn with a little olive oil and sprinkle with salt. Grill them until they're slightly charred, turning them occasionally. The grill not only cooks the corn, but also intensifies its sweetness. And to finish off our meal, a simple Caesar salad. Fresh romaine lettuce, crunchy croutons, and a tangy Caesar dressing create a refreshing contrast to our rich steak and sweet corn. The salad's crunchiness and acidity balance the meal, ensuring every bite is as enjoyable as the last. The beauty of this meal lies in its balance. The richness of the steak, the sweetness of the corn, and the freshness of the salad create a symphony of flavors that's hard to resist. Each component complements the other, making this meal not only delicious, but also satisfying. So there you have it, a breakdown of a steak night special. Simple in its approach, yet dynamic in its flavors. With this recipe, steak night will always be a hit.